everyone. Welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Reena Mishra. Today I am going to take this session on audit techniques, which is from the subject auditing for SY BCom semester 4. First of all, let's understand what is audit techniques. Audit techniques are those techniques by which an auditor obtains evidence about the transactions recorded in the books of accounts. Selection of a proper technique depends upon the type of proposition to be reviewed. As we all know, audit refers to examination of the books of accounts which is recorded in the books of accounts of a entity. So auditor adopts various techniques to carry out this examination, and this examination how it is going to be depends upon the type of proposition the auditor is going to review. So different types of techniques which is adopted and used by the auditor to audit the books of accounts are the subject matter for today's session. These are the different techniques which is used to audit the records: inspection, enquiry and confirmation, computation, observation and analytical review. From these 5 techniques, the topic for the today's discussion are inspection, enquiry and confirmation and observation. So let's understand the technique of auditing one by one. First of all, we will start with inspection. Inspection consists of examination of records, documents and tangible assets. Documents are examined by the auditor with reference to authenticity, appropriateness and authorization. Here, the word authenticity implies genuineness and appropriateness implies the legitimacy, that is compliance of legal requirement, and authorization implies the proper approval from the proper authority. In this way, inspection is actually the examination of the records on the physical mode to confirm oneself by actually inspecting or going into the subject matter. Let's understand with the example this concept more appropriate. Example of day-to-day life for inspection are, which is not related to audit subject, but in day-to-day life, where do we follow this particular technique? Students inspecting the mobile before buying it. If a student wants to buy the mobile phone, definitely the student is going to inspect it, check it, whether it is proper, whether it is in the proper condition or not, whether the explained features are actually there in the mobile or not. So that is where we use the inspection, or the students use the inspection method. Online ticket booking, check availability. If one wants to reserve the tickets for traveling purpose or even the movie purpose also, first to find out whether the seats are vacant or not. So at that time also the inspection technique is adopted. Professor checking the student's roll number, signature on the answer book during examination. As we all know that during examination the signature is taken by the student to mark his attendance in the exam, and at that time the hall ticket is also checked with the photo ID as well as the roll number. So therefore this is also a type of inspection which is done to find out the authenticity and appropriateness of the record. Security person checking I-card before entry into the college premises. For college premises, the entry for the outsiders are restricted, and therefore while people enter into the college premises, the I-cards are checked by the security person. So this is also the inspection technique. These are the different examples of the inspection technique where the inspection plays a very important role to ascertain the authenticity, appropriateness. Next, the practical examples during audit, where or how the inspection technique is utilized in audit procedure. The auditor present during physical checking of the stock. The auditor checks the record which is maintained for the stock in the book is in correspondence with the physical availability or not. New assets purchased while installed. If the record or the data is recorded, entry is recorded with respect to purchase of new assets or installation of new machinery, the auditor is going to actually inspect whether that machinery or that particular asset is actually in the office premises or not. Checking of gold dispatch to customer, quantity, quality to be sent to home. Whatever quality, whatever goods are recorded in the books of account, the auditor will himself ascertain with the quantity as well as the quality which is sent to the person. Verification of assets appearing in the books of accounts and where located. The books of accounts, availability of the books of accounts, where it is kept, these all verification are also done by the auditor. Inspection of returns filed, income tax, VAT, excise, etc. These are the different records which are equally important along with the books of accounts, because the liability of tax is a liability towards the government of an entity, and this is one of the statutory liability which the company has to comply with, and therefore the auditor is going to check whether the entity has actually complied with all the legal formalities with respect to tax return and tax payment. Cash checking line with checks already signed by the owner but not used in the year end. All these are the actual or practical examples which the auditor checks through the verification during the audit procedure. The next concept or the next technique of audit is observation. It implies witnessing a process or procedure which is performed by others. Observation do not involve asking any other person about anything. Observation is the personal interpretation and the perception by observing the things. So that observation is, the auditor do not actually ask anyone about anything, but mere observation or looking at the things. What perception the auditor is drawing, that is what is also important during the audit process. So it implies witnessing or process or procedure which performed by the other. That is process of the admission in college, security observation, fuel filling in the petrol pump. We don't ask any other person whether the fuel is there or not. One himself or herself observe the remaining availability or the quantity of fuel in the vehicle. Examination time, observing students trying to copy. So the teachers don't ask students that I am observing you, I am supervising you, but it is a silent observation. Observing selection, buying, packing, delivery, goods in the departmental mall. These are the various examples whereby the observation technique plays a very important role. So let's understand the practical examples during audit of observation. Process of stock taking or stock procedure, how the stock is actually processed right from the raw material till the finished goods. Observe how cash receipt and cash payments are certified and made. Observe employees are working, present in the premises or in the office. So whatever or whichever employees are there in the paper, to find out actual record whether that many employees are actually with the organization or not, or it might be shown for the namesake to show the salary paid to them more than the record, more than the actual record. Observe whether assets of the concern are only used for the official purpose, because using the official property for the personal purpose may be the type of evasion or fraud. So that's why the auditor will confirm himself by observation that the official properties or assets are used for only official records. Observe that internal check procedures are followed properly related to cash sales, cash receipt or payment or etc. So it is internal check or internal audit plays a very important role in audit. The very first step of the auditor with respect to auditing, that is audit planning, starts with the evaluation of the internal check. The auditor will first confirm himself how efficient and effective the internal control are. So internal control or internal check procedure are followed properly related to cash sales, whether the cash records with respect to cash sales or purchases are properly made or not. That is also a matter of concern for the auditor while the observation techniques is taken into consideration. The next method, the next technique of inquiry is inquiry and confirmation. Inquiry amounts to seeking appropriate information from a right person, that is to ask information from the right person, from the concerned authority. The auditor may make inquiry by asking oral question to the concerned person. So inquiry refers to find out the facts as per the requirement of the auditor, and confirmation consists of responses to an inquiry. How far the answers or the responses confirms or satisfies the auditor, that is what is the confirmation. Whatever observation the auditor has done through inspection or observation, the responses must confirm him or satisfy him, then only the purpose of the inquiry serves. The live examples of the inquiry are inquiring to find or to ask questions about schemes during purchases, buying restaurants, movie tickets, etc. Inquiry before railway tickets, what type of ticket is required, whether it is for the sleeping class or the AC coach, then what type of other facilities are required, then inquiry about dates of examination or timetable, etc. in the college. Now, if we talk about the inquiry and confirmation related to audit, so these are the few examples where the auditor actually inquire and confirm during the audit procedure. The very first example, inquire balances of debtor and confirm the balances independently. First, the auditor will ask about the balances of debtor, how much the amount is payable to the debtor, and finally he is going to confirm himself with the given records, with the data recorded in the books of accounts. Confirmation of balances with the banks, fixed deposit, etc. With the help of various documents or the passbook, the auditor will confirm himself the amount of balance is available in the bank account of the entity as well as the fixed deposits of the entity. Inquiry and confirming balances of suppliers also. Confirming from within company, outside parties. Who are the different parties? Those who are transacting with the company, the auditor may ask the question to them or inquire various information from them for his own satisfaction. Feedback questionnaire confirmation. In certain cases, the auditor may prepare a questionnaire to ask the structured question from the concerned party so that the time of the party should also not get wasted. So in that case, he will prepare the feedback for the confirmation. Taxes paid challan verification. The auditor will also find out the challan which is received after the payment of taxes, so that he will confirm himself that the company has already discharged the liability of the taxes, which is one of the statutory liability or which is one of the preferential liability of the company. Tracing of goods in transit on cut-off date. The auditor will also satisfy himself with the goods which is dispatched or which is in transit. So these are the various techniques of the audit. Today in this session we have covered 3 different techniques: inspection, observation, inquiry and confirmation. In further session I am going to discuss the further techniques of audit. So I hope this session is going to be helpful for you to understand the techniques of audit. Thank you.